Hello everyone, my name is Shashank and this is the fourth lesson of your free digital marketing course powered by imshashank.com. Well, in this lesson, we are going to learn how to create your first website. Right, before going ahead further, we can recap for the chapter 3, the core modules of digital marketing we had, how to learn digital marketing we learned, and digital marketing career, why it is good other than other career options, advantages of digital marketing industry, and what was my way to learn digital marketing, purchase domain and hosting to start practicing today, and how your personal project can definitely help you in career option if you are choosing digital marketing as your career. So everything we discussed well in the last chapter, and links are also available at the below page, right? So you can also go through it. Now going forward for the chapter 4, what type of website you should have. The best way to learn digital marketing, I would recommend you to use WordPress self-hosted blog. Well, WordPress has actually two different setups, WordPress.com and WordPress.org. WordPress.com is a free platform wherein you can simply create your own subdomain and you can start using WordPress as a medium to start blogging. However, I will not recommend you to use any free mediums. It's not because you have to pay some money, it's because free mediums have limitations and you cannot earn using these mediums as well as in future. If you're going to shift your particular blog or website to a different domain of your own, your personal hosted blog, you would not be able to do that because they don't have any set measures. So you have to implement different tactics and it might not work well. So I would not recommend that, right? And the best part is that now more than 27% of world's website are using WordPress as a medium, WordPress content management system they are using. So it is pretty much recommended to use WordPress.org, which is a software basically that you can install on your hosting account and you can start blogging or you can create your own website with the same software. It is quite easy, like 1 2 3, and you can create that particular website within just minutes. So it is pretty much recommended to use WordPress.org. Okay, so what type of website platforms do we have? HTML, I'm sure you have heard of that part. HTML is basically hypertext markup language. This is the most basic form of a website coding that you do not see in front. Whenever you see a web page, there would be a back HTML coding that you will be able to see by right clicking and checking uh, there would be a source option so that you can check and you can see the source of the complete website, which will be in HTML. And website builders as well, that simply is like drag and drop options to create a website, but I will not recommend any of this. Why? Because due to the lack of functionality. Why? Because what you have to do, you sometimes need to create more dynamic sites, and you have to work on that pretty much from the coding part. And definitely, if you are not a coder or a developer, it would be a problem for you to add new functionality in your particular blog. However, WordPress CMS is something you just have to install new plugin or themes in order to enhance your compatibility as well as your look plus your functions. So everything is pretty easy in WordPress and you just have to click install and activate. It's simple like 1 2 3, right? So WordPress is something which I recommend personally, and I'm also using WordPress as my medium of blog that I'm currently doing for you guys. That is on www.imshashank.com. So it is available there. WordPress has a great community for maximum free plugins. The best part is that in order to enhance compatibility and new add-ons, new options, you just have to install free plugins. Most plugins are free actually. Sometimes plugins are coming in some paid form or like freemium things. Freemium is something you have to install your plugin, it will be free. However, in order to increase more options, you can pay for the plugin. So totally depends. It's not something like too technical. It's easy and most plugins would be free. So it is pretty much recommended. That is the way. and that is why I'm recommending that. Blogging is more recommended than your static website. Suppose you have a website for some machinery products, right? If you have a machine you are selling to your clients, and you're just having a website of 5 to 8 pages or 10 pages, which is mentioning your services, products, information about company, and little bit of information about that. So that type of static websites are not recommended at all. Why? Because you are not able to use keywords properly, and blogging is something you will be writing new content every day. You will be getting an exposure to new keywords every day, and that is why Google will understand that your content is new and fresh. So search engines will rank your website more often and more easily for the keywords that you are targeting. So blogging is definitely recommended rather than your static website. Okay, so now before going ahead and starting out, what two things we need? The first is domain name, and the second one is hosting. We'll talk about domain name here. Domain name is like your home address where you live. You point everyone to your home address no matter what, right? So domain name looks like something www.imshashank.com, which you generally write on your address bar of browser, wherein your .com or .net or .in are some extensions basically. .com is something like community you can use for global websites, or if you have any plans to scale up your business to other countries as well, .com is recommended. If you do not get that .com sometimes, so you can get .in or .net as well. Totally depends. So I personally recommend .com as my first preference, and .in as my second preference. In is something for India, you can say. So if you have a website for India, you can try in. Totally depend. If you have a network of businesses, you can try .net, that is .net. So totally depends on what type of business or what type of thoughts you have for your own business. What is your scale purposes if you are planning to launch in different other countries in the next coming future, next 4 or 5 years. Totally depends on that part. I personally buy domains from GoDaddy mainly. GoDaddy is something I used to buy domains from almost starting of my career, and GoDaddy is actually my first personal lovable source of domains. And the best part is that they have a great option of adding domains in just 99 rupees for a year. And yes, it upgrades their domain in like 959 something for the next year, and it will be similar every year. So you can simply go ahead and you can buy a domain, and you can also transfer your domains to different other websites wherein your renewal rate will be less. So there is a mixed possibilities. You can try anytime. It is something you can search Google. I actually provide 2 to 3 days at least in order to send you a new lesson, so you can go ahead, you can research well on Google how domains work, how GoDaddy is working, and there is a link below on this page for the GoDaddy. You can simply try that link and you can check on GoDaddy what type of domains you look for, is it available or not. If not, you can try different extensions, everything will be available. And domain registrars like Namecheap, name.com, crazy domains, there are different domain registrars you can try, right? But I would recommend GoDaddy as the service is good for the domains especially, right? If you're looking for hosting, yes, they have good hosting accounts, but sometimes people complain for the services. But hosting is something everybody will have some issues here and then, because they have servers on different continents, and sometimes cyclones, sometimes different issues come together, and services generally get delayed. So there is no such problems in downtime. Definitely your site will not be available at that time. But I personally recommend GoDaddy as the domain registrar, and Bluehost as your hosting account company. It would be great. One more thing, Bluehost also provide a free domain name with their hosting account, which is a WordPress enabled hosting account, wherein you can simply one click and install WordPress easily, and you can start blogging. It is quite easy and it is not at all technical. I'll also go through with the steps in the next couple of videos. I'll make you learn how you can also try that. So it is quite easy and helpful for you all. I will suggest you to use keyword-based domains if there is no such big businesses you are planning, or if something you are doing like an event blogging. So event is something like you are working on something or some website for next couple of months or years, and after that you're going to change or shift your mind to a different new business model. So keyword based domains will be helpful in order to rank well on Google searches. However, if you have a proper business model like Lenovo, you can say lenovo.com is laptop providers and desktop providers. Lenovo has their website as their own name, so you can try your names as well. It will take a bit of more help work, and your website will be on ranking, top ranking actually. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, well, I believe it was in the last chapter as well. If not, I'm just repeating that. My way to learn digital marketing, how I learn digital marketing. First of all, let me tell you, I'm not at all an expert of digital marketing. Yes, I'm not. Actually, you will not be as well, because digital marketing is something which is a wide ocean. You will see pearls everywhere. You have to pick what you like. You have to start working on it. You can start getting revenue or testing. So test is something what you have to do every day, right? So in order to learn digital marketing, you cannot be an expert in complete digital marketing horizon. The best thing is that go ahead, learn the basics of everything, and then after choose what you like the best and start working on it and create an impact using that particular topic. So this is something what digital marketing is all about. I learn new ways every day and implement on my personal blog to test, analyze deep to find a way driving results myself. I am Shashank.com, I have a blog. I am definitely testing out new things every day so that I can analyze deep and I can add that in my new tutorials that you are learning every day so that you can not have to find, or you don't have to invest much time in order to find those results that I am already investing my time in. So it would be great for you guys to learn and stay connected on these chapters with my group, with your own group, and you will learn a lot. I prefer organic ways of traffic. Okay, organic ways of traffic is something someone will search on Google and it will be available in the top 10 listings. It is something organic ways. Paid ways is something you have to pay to search engines to rank your website on top. Actually, search engines do not rank your website on top. They simply set up an ad link next to your listing and it will be on the top. So it is something like a paid traffic medium, you can say. Ad would be something would be written at the front, or you can also see sponsored, like that is also a paid ad from Google. So I prefer organic ways. Use SEO, search engine optimization, in order to update your keywords, and your keyword will work for you. It is something like organic. It is totally free and you will get more results from organic ways, and which is first recommended thing. Okay. Alright, so then I try and learn paid ads as well. It's not that you have to go with organic ways only, because this time paid ad is something you also have to learn because companies want fast, secure growth. So you also do that using paid ads. I would suggest you not to use much budget. You can test with just $10 per ad per campaign per channel. Suppose you're doing an ad on Facebook. I would recommend you to use just $10, which is something like 600 rupees. So you can use that 600 rupees on Facebook campaign one time, or you can try different campaigns in $10, investing $3, and $3 on 3D campaigns like that, and you can test what ad performance is. So you will learn a lot in this case. It is also recommended. I also do that thing. Okay, all right. So here we go. How to get started. Pretty much information given to you, how website works, how domain works, how hosting works. Now, what you have to do after that? You can go ahead and buy a domain and hosting, and you can start practicing today, because practice is something which makes digital marketing expert. If you want to be an expert, you have to start practicing today, and you can test new things like I do every day on your new blog or website. You can start with buying a domain and hosting for a year at least, and then start practicing, because 1 year is something a time which will give you a great insight on testing and new ideas you implement on your blog. So it will give you a proper result, how it is working, and how you can improve new things using your Google Analytics. Analytics I discussed you in the previous chapters, that you need to install on your website so that you can see how your website is performing on search engines or different mediums, right? So this is something you can do. You can start buying a domain and hosting account. Either you can do it separately or you can do it at one time on Bluehost, bluehost.com. The link is also available below, right? And it will not cost you around like not more than 3,000 something, 3,000 INR, or altogether like 50 to $60 maximum. You can buy domain hosting separately, as I told you. You can try GoDaddy for the domains, which is recommended hosting from Bluehost. Totally depends on what you like. I personally recommend these. Uh, then after, what you need to do, you can choose your industry or niche like electronics, mobile applications, education sector, SSC exam preparations, maybe whatever you know, whatever you are passionate about, you learn a bit about it. And the best part about blogging is that you can start learning and you can implement on your own blog. If you learn a new topic, you can write that topic on your own blog and you can start working on it. You will see results in next couple of days how it is working, right? So everything is working fine, but first thing you can do is go ahead and search for the keywords before writing any single post. Okay, you can also go ahead and install one-click WordPress. It is easy. Under services section on your hosting account, you will see WordPress link. WordPress icon will be there. Simply click on that. It will go through with the WordPress installation process. Simply click install. It will be installed. You will get a link as well as your username and password. Then after, you can go ahead and you can log in and your dashboard will be ready for you. I'll also tell you how to install WordPress as well as how to use your dashboard at first hand. And also I'll give you a sneak peek about my dashboard, what are plugins I use, how it is working, and what all different things you can try as well. Okay. Alright, so the best part about blogging is that, as I told you, you can learn and you can implement. So start reading other blogs as well and resources that are actually related to your niche, and you can prepare 5 to 10 topics in start, and you can start writing based on the keywords you researched. For keyword research, you can try Google Keyword Planner tool. It is free as of now, or you can also use Longtail Pro or SEM Rush. I personally recommend. I love that tool. It is great in order to also track your competitors' analysis. So it is great in order to use that. So basic SEO is really important in order to go ahead. Keyword research is important. You can do that. I'll also tell you next couple of chapters how to do that. Everything will be available for you. Okay. Then after, you can create your own personal business or personal figure pages like an entrepreneur, or personal public figure pages on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, social networks basically. It will give you a great boost and it will also bookmark you on social media. So it will help in Google searches as well. Your listing will be on higher note. Okay. So preferred WordPress hosting, what it is. Well, preferred hosting is something. I'll tell you once you will visit Bluehost. The link I provided below. You can try that. You will see three plans. Once you will go to check plans, right? Basic plan will be for starters with a traffic of 5,000 to 10. Sorry, it is 10,000 actually. It's not 1,000. 5,000 to 10,000 monthly visitors if you have. This plan is good. All right. Plus plan is something I recommend. This plan if you are an individual for start, as you will get multiple ideas in start, right? Once you will start to work on blogging, you will find different ideas, like you can start a new blog on that particular idea or on that different idea. So you will need different websites actually. I will not recommend going ahead with single website for every idea. because Google will confuse himself and he might not rank you. So it is pretty much recommended to use different blocks for different niches you have. Okay, so plus plan is good for you herein. If you are an enterprise or you are already a pro, alright, and you want to use your website or services, so I would recommend you a prime plan. It would cost you around like dollar 5.5, and you will see some limitless services actually. However, limitless is something no word in domain or hosting industry, because every time you will see some limits. But all plans, they have actually basic plan, plus plan, or prime plan. All plans are under shared hosting packages. So shared hosting is something other websites are also using the same shared packages. So load will be higher, your services will be slower. So this is something which you need to handle every time. Okay, but definitely in order to start, this is a good plan, and at least for up to 50,000 or 1 lakh monthly visitors, it is good. You can try definitely all of these or any one of these plans. I would recommend you. All right. So, if you have higher traffic, right, which is more than 1 lakh subscribers, 1 lakh visitors every month, so I would recommend you to use dedicated or VPS hosting account. VPS is something virtual private hosting account, right? So, virtual private service is something you are using dedicatedly for your own blog. No other websites are using your own plan. It is not like shared, it is completely dedicated and personal plan. So quite recommended. Okay, I think pretty fast forward we gone, and things are clear. If not, I will request you to please write in comments so that I will give you results and answers related to that. Any questions? One more time, I'm telling you, you can go ahead and post on Digital Marketing Enthusiast group. People are active. I am also active. Whenever you will ask a question, either me or the experts available there will go ahead and answer your question right away. So don't be shy and ask your questions. I hope that you are enjoying these video courses. In module 2 chapter 5, what are the highlights? There will be a quick recap of lesson 4, not lesson 3, lesson 4, how to use hosting account. Okay, I'll tell you in the video how to use your own hosting account, how to install one-click WordPress setup, how your content management system dashboard, your WordPress dashboard will look like. So everything will be there in the next video. Stay tuned and you will receive your chapter within the next 2 to 3 days. Alright, so pretty much good, and thanks. Questions are welcome. Please write in your group. You already joined. If not, go ahead and search for Digital Marketing Enthusiast on Facebook. You will find a group. Join that group and start asking questions, or you can comment below. Alright, so good day. Take care. Bye.